Welcome to the final Kirby episode, everyone.
Ooh.
Today we're gonna... Well, this is the final, main episode, but we're gonna start it off with some more side content anyway. But for those who don't care about that and are only here to see us tie up all the last loose ends, I'm gonna put a timestamp on the screen, and you can go to that time, and then you'll only have to watch that instead of all this.
Yay. Oh my god, so it's finally the last episode. It's kind of crazy. I thought there'd be way more, episodes in this for all the side content.
I guess you could say we're busting right through all this.
We're starting with a good level as well, so...
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun. We've got 70 enemies to destroy with our Kirby cloud machine thing.
This one's actually... I don't think they're supposed to be clouds. I think they're, fluffy tails of some sort.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm kind of seeing more of a kind of, a magical carpet sort of thing. I don't know. It looks rather wind-like, anyway.
Mm-hmm. This one's actually pretty tough because you have a very tight time limit, and if you get hit by an enemy, you lose 5 seconds, I think, off that time limit.
5 seconds? That's really harsh, actually.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of enemies, so you need... Oh, no. Oh, you're right as well.
No.
Oh, God. It's very, very tight. Come on, you can do it. Can you do it? 2 seconds. Come on. Oh, that was close.
I got lucky. Well, lucky isn't really the right word, but I just happened to have a really good run before that, so I hit most of the enemies. So I just happened to have enough time.
That was quite exciting to watch.
One thing that's fun that happens in that level is you'll get to the end normally, and then those 3 Bronto birds carrying rockets will be the final enemies that you have to beat.
Right.
And you will defeat one of them, and they'll drop a rocket, and it'll hit you and just immediately destroy all the time that you have left.
That is really harsh.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Also, I just noticed that, Buster, I'm onto your game. You're giving us the yin-yang fabric.
Yeah, right? After, the final couple of fabrics that Buster gives you are all boss fabrics. It's really messed up.
It just goes to show where Buster's true allegiances lie.
Yeah,
I knew it all along. I knew it. Buster, I'm onto your game. Don't think you can fool me with that face of yours. That hexagonal body of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm going to Denmark tomorrow.
Okay.
And one of the best things of which I've done is that I've been learning a bit of Danish, and I found out the word for pet in Danish is kæledyr.
Okay.
Which translates as cuddle animal.
Oh, that's good.
Which is amazing. So it just makes me think of Kirby whenever I hear it.
So you could have a cuddle lizard, a cuddle spider.
Yeah.
If you want to get real avant-garde.
You could have a cuddle cat. I mean, that's what I have. So works for me.
A cuddle buster.
No, I don't want a cuddle buster.
He has all those edges.
It's very sharp.
Yeah, I mean,
He tried hugging me, and he's like, I just want to hug you. And it's like, I'd refuse.
Something this destructive cannot be hugged. No, but I'm not even sure if they'd be sharp, but you could probably, hurt yourself on them. Maybe stub your toe.
Does this mean that Buster's not actually made of yarn, he's actually made out of reinforced steel?
Yeah.
And that's the reason why he's such a Buster in this game?
Maybe.
Oh, man. Are those bandages on the windows?
Yeah, they are, actually.
That's quite clever, actually, because I never would have thought to actually use bandages in patchwork art.
That is a pretty good choice. Here's another thing that I only noticed while recording this episode for the first time.
Yeah.
In the very first level, when you pull one of the buttons to take something out of the environment, a statue of Prince Fluff holding up a platform shows up. And I never actually noticed that until earlier today when I recorded this.
Aww. That's quite cute, actually.
Mm-hmm. It's like you said a couple videos ago. Every time you play this game, you just keep noticing new stuff.
Yeah. And that is what I like about this game the most. So
yeah.
And when about 10 years time, play this game for the 6th time, you're gonna spot that one little piece of patchwork that you didn't notice before, and it was a little different from the rest. And that's gonna get you the world record in the speedrun for this game.
That's one thing that I always like about things that are handcrafted, such as 2D games or 2D animation or what have you, is that from a design perspective, or the people who make that, they have to pay attention to every single corner, like, just by default, because all of it needs to be made point by point.
Yeah.
But, the viewer doesn't have to do that. Like, the viewer only has to look at it in the big picture. So the people who are making it, they have to pay attention and think about every detail, which is how, like, all those little touches end up in there, because they're thinking about it anyway, and then it ends up, well, might as well put this, like, nice thing in here.
Yeah.
And then the viewer may only notice that, like, the 10th go, or whatever.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I don't have time for this level anymore.
Sounds too boring.
Yeah.
To be fair, it is not a scroller, so...
Like, this is sped up, I think, 500%.
Wow.
And this is still slower than you'd go through a normal level in this game.
That's crazy. It's quite fun to watch, though.
Yeah.
Look at this, there's all the missiles coming. Jesus.
Yeah.
There's some quick missiles right there. Don't think I can handle that.
Those missiles can't bust me.
We gotta bust the missile.
Do you think, like, Buster, considering his name and that he is a Busta, do you think he's, like, way into bad white rap albums from the 90s?
Oh, thank God. Thank God you said that, because I thought you were gonna make, like, gonna say Buster Groove, that game, instead, and that would have been a lot worse.
I mean, I'm sure he's into that, too. I'm sure he's the kind of person that has, like, pleasant memories of like, not that great PS2 games and tries to claim that they still hold up perfectly.
I have this weird thing with old PlayStation 2 games. They have this weird sort of, especially shovelware, and I can't explain it from any other type of era in video games, but it disturbs me a little bit, and I don't know why. It's just like the general, like, because 3D wasn't very much, the graphics were exactly stellar back then, so everything was still quite Uncanny Valley-esque. But it's especially apparent in the PS2 era, and it disturbs me a lot.
That's understandable, because, like, if you look at the PlayStation 1 era, like, the technology for, like, rendering 3D polygons was so, like, primitive that pretty much everything had to be abstract.
Exactly.
So you can't really make that look weird, but then with the PS2, man...
Exactly. People tried to make it look more realistic, but it just didn't at all.
Yeah.
It's those flat faces with textured eyes. It's not good.
No, it's real. Have you ever seen gameplay footage for, oh god, what's that game called? It was like that one detective game that Rockstar put out.
Oh, L.A. Noire?
L.A. Noire, that's the one.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen footage for that?
I've played the whole thing.
Oh god, that game looks... The people in that game look so scary.
I know, right? It's the mouths.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because do you know how they made the characters for that game?
If I remember correctly, they used some sort of facial rigging technology where they had their actual facial movements mapped.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a polygonal recording just pasted onto a head and played back. It's... That game makes me super uncomfortable.
It's like weird once the face doesn't really match what the body's doing.
Yeah.
So they're like shouting, but the bodies are just kind of stiff. It's really weird.
Oh man,
I did quite enjoy L.A. Noire though. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, it was still decent.
It was a little bit strange in how it was written, but I enjoyed it. Although, honestly, unlike other Rockstar games where I actually wanted to go explore everything, L.A. Noire was no. There was no point of exploring in that game at all.
Yeah, because there was really, like, nothing to find anywhere in that game.
Yeah, all there was to find was some hidden movie reels of, like, old 1950s, classic movies in the era. But it was pointless because they didn't actually unlock anything at all. You could get the same result from just looking at the, wiki about it.
Yeah.
There's no point at all. But yeah, it was alright though.
Yeah, it was still pretty good.
But it was super scary though, I agree. At least Kirby's alright. I mean, he'll never be scary, hopefully.
I mean, in, Geez, I don't remember what game it was. I think it's either, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror or Kirby Squeak Squad.
Mm-hmm.
One of the powers that you unlock by beating the game, it turns Kirby into a ghost.
Okay.
And then what you can do is you can possess enemies and just play as any enemy in the game. It's pretty cool, actually.
That sounds... any enemy at all?
Yeah, just like any random mook that you find in the game.
Do they have different abilities, or do they work like Kirby?
No, they all look different. It's just, like, the model doesn't change, you just play as their sprite.
Oh, okay.
They all have, like, they all have very limited movesets, because they can pretty much only do what they can do to you.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Oh, does that mean I can play the entire game as the Poppy Bros?
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. Because, there weren't any Poppy Bros in this game, were they?
No, I guess not.
Oh. Those are adorable enemies. They got those little yellow shoes. It's adorable. Oh, that's a shame.
Poppy Bros Sr. didn't even show up in this game, even though he was one of the bosses in the first Kirby game.
Yeah. I guess they didn't have much love for Poppy Bros. Or Bomb. There was all those bomb enemies, though. Like, those bomb, what are they called? Bronto Birds? Ones with the rockets.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like there wasn't a precedent for adding them in. Good feel. What's wrong with you?
You know what's messed up?
What's messed up?
So, in the old Kirby games, when you got the bomb power-up, you would get basically the sword hat, but colored blue, right?
Yeah, that's right. I think so.
In the last 2 games, they changed it to this, like, really weird party hat. And
Really?
it's pretty funny still, but I really like the blue, like, sleeping hat.
Surprise! It's a surprise party.
Whoa.
That's quite... I can see if they... I can understand if they changed it, though, to make it differentiate more from the sword, though.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah. But I just have... is it like just a tiny little party hat?
No, it's pretty large. It fits around Kirby himself.
That's adorable, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I could see it working, maybe. Oh man, it's Mara again. I didn't notice we changed.
Oh yeah, we're done with Buster, so now there's only these races left.
Whew. Well, I'm glad. Will we ever see Buster now? Are we done with Buster forever?
Buster will return.
Does he
but
ever
only
not?
briefly.
Okay, so I can take that. I could take a little more Buster for the day.
Oh, one final thing before we completely let's step away from the old Kirby game
That's
subject.
awesome.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
That's my bedroom wallpaper. That's the one.
In like the game where you get the Ghost Kirby power up, the enemy that you get it from is called Ted Hahn.
Ted Hahn?
Yeah, it's like haunted, but with the syllables in reverse. But it just sounds. I just really like that name, Ted Hahn.
Is it with is Hahn spelled the same way as well, like H-A-U-N?
Yes.
That sounds like kind of a middle class English name.
Yeah.
My name is Ted Hahn.
It sounds like a Republican Party member.
Oh man, I believe that the Kirby, all the people in Dreamland, should go back to where they belong.
Are you afraid of the red? Vote for Ted.
Oh, that's brilliant. Also, I realized something. One of the for wallpapers we got was denim. So now the floor can really feel like trousers. And it'll be great.
Finally, this game has come full circle.
Yeah.
It's like they said, first you draw a circle, and then you color it in so it kind of looks like denim. And that's a Kirby.
That's a Kirby. Oh, I didn't realize it was so simple.
Yeah.
But look where we are. That
really is possibly the best game intro of all time. Right? The How to Draw a Kirby from Kirby's Adventure.
I don't know if I've seen that before, actually.
It's alright. It basically it draws a Kirby and then it has like text underneath it. So it starts like first you draw a circle and then you draw arms and feet and then you like put in eyes and mouth and then you color it pink and there you go. That's a Kirby.
That's a Kirby.
Yep.
And then does the game start up?
Yeah, and then you get the title screen.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
I might check that out actually next time.
I probably completely botched the actual order of things, but that's the gist of it.
It turned out you actually colour in pink first.
Oh no.
Then you draw the circle.
Yeah, even before you actually draw the arms first, then you approximate the circle based on that.
Well, that's how you'd make a cookie Kirby anyway. You have to start with the pink, and then you'd have to make the circle, and then you'd have great, delicious cookies.
Kirby's a real doughy boy.
That's what the next Kirby game should be. We've had clay Kirby, we've had yarn Kirby. Let's have cookie Kirby.
A cookie-themed video game.
Yeah, it could all be. Everything could be all made out of baked goods.
And what they should do, they should like actually make the cookies and then 3D scan them and then make it look maximum real.
And then hopefully, if by that time it comes out, when the Willy Wonka's Wonka Vision comes out, we can then take the cookies out of the screen and then we can have them. And then that's how we defeat the enemies. You eat them.
Man, did you know that originally Microsoft had plans, or maybe not plans, but it was like one of the ideas tossed around in R&D to put like a smell-o-vision thing in the Xbox One controller?
Is that real?
Yeah, that happened. They were like, can we do that? Is that a thing we can make happen?
Was that literally?
Yeah, no, that's real. It tries to do that.
I just can't imagine it. It's literally like you saw an episode of Futurama and it was, oh, maybe we should patent that idea. That's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, I think they use something similar in some of 3D movies these days, or as they call them, 4D movies.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like they have these chairs in the cinema, and they move around as stuff happens on the screen while you're wearing 3D glasses. And sometimes, like, little sprays of some sort of perfume go into the audience to indicate smells at certain scenes. It's, I don't know, it could be interesting, but I already can't see 3D, because I think I've always had a lazy eye. I'm not sure if that affects it, but I just could never see 3D very well.
I think that does affect it, because for me, it's even just, like, one of my eyelids is just like slightly more closed than the other one when I just have my eyes open regularly, and that already is enough to make me not be able to see 3D.
Oh god, once I had an operation actually to fix the lazy eye bit because it was actually quite bad. It was going upwards and inwards. I forgot the exact medical terms for it, but you could notice it just by looking at me normally. It was that bad. But I had to do a test, and I had a little stick. And it was a screen divided into two partitions.
Yeah.
And you put your face near the middle. And it was like a mirror. So what you do is there was a pattern on the screen, and you had to try and touch the red dots on the other side.
Yeah.
And it would compare, and then you compare it to where they actually are. Because if you have a lazy eye, it'd be off slightly.
Okay.
And as I was doing this, not only did I miss the dots, I actually went off the screen with it. I literally went off the scale. That's how bad my lazy eye was. So, thankfully it's a lot better now, though. But yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Back in the day. But yeah, that is a story of me. So now is this the last race? Because this is the gourmet race.
I don't think this is the last race, but yeah, it's finally all your wishes came true.
All of them.
Every single one.
Now I can be complete, and all will be good from here on out.
My wish still hasn't been granted yet, though, because we still can't play as King Dedede in this game.
I know. It's a little bit strange how King Dedede has such a side role in this game.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't even he was not even the penultimate boss, he was the third to last boss.
After they sort of made the decision, basically right after the first game, that King Dedede was not actually a bad guy, it feels like they never really knew exactly what to do with him. Because, King Dedede, he was the final boss of the first game, and that's the classic, so we gotta keep bringing that back. But how do we make him the boss if he's a good guy? And the solution that they came up with is, he just keeps getting possessed.
It's like
that poor sap.
Yeah, it's like World of Warcraft logic.
Yeah.
Everything gets corrupted. Oh, it's so true, though.
Yeah, no, because I think in both Kirby's Dream Land 2 and 3 he gets possessed. In Kirby 64 he gets possessed. And then, let's see, in this game he gets possessed, and then in Triple Deluxe he gets possessed as well.
So he just can't catch a break, can he?
No.
He needs to work on his will a little bit. Maybe
that's just a way for the bad guys, or the universe in general, to tell him to stop being so possessive.
Well, you know what they say, normally bad people are always the easiest to get, tempted by the devil. So, King Dedede's always quite greedy, a little bit selfish, so...
Greedy.
He's a greedy guy, so he's the first one to succumb to the allure of money, or treasures, or food, of which any devil could convince him.
He's also a boss in Squeak Squad, but in that, it's just because Kirby thinks that King Dedede stole his cake, and then it turns out it was someone else.
You thought Kirby stole his cake?
Yeah.
I won't be surprised.
Alright, no. Kirby thought that King Dedede stole his cake.
Oh, okay. So
that's how that game starts out. Kirby's cake is gone, and he has to go find it.
I was about to say, because in the Kirby anime, Kirby's he's young and doesn't really have much knowledge of how society works, but he steals so much food in that show. He just sucks it all up.
And that's messed up, because that's like the reason King Dedede was the bad guy in the first Kirby game, is because he kept all the Dreamland food for himself.
Yeah, but in the show it's the opposite.
Yeah.
I mean, in the anime, these villagers do fine on their own, really.
Really goes to show that maybe they're not so different.
All they really... I think we... I just couldn't imagine it. And then King Dedede's not too different from Yin Yang. So then Kirby is Yin Yang.
Whoa.
From that logic. It's a slippery slope, man.
I wish in Super Smash Brothers that instead of getting a King Dedede's hat, whenever Kirby like sucks up King Dedede for power, he would get the mantle or the coat.
Yeah. I'll get the hammer.
That would be good too.
Wait, isn't King Dedede's neutral B just his sucking up?
Yeah, but it does. The difference is that it does more damage, and I think it also shoots people out farther.
That makes it does. I remember that, but what a power up for Kirby to get.
Yeah,
trade your sucking power for better sucking power.
In Super Smash Brothers 4, you occasionally get these tooltips, and one of the ones you get for King Dedede's just neutral B is, King Dedede sucks his opponent up, but unlike Kirby, he doesn't improve or get any extra powers from doing so. It's because he's already perfect, or something along those lines.
Oh, that's great. I like that.
That's a really good one. Yeah,
it is true though. He is already a perfect guy, perfect penguin. I mean, have you seen how high that guy can jump? It's quite ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
I actually quite like playing as King Dedede in that game a lot.
King Dedede's my favorite, man.
If only because I enjoy the suicide tactics you can do with him.
You can't do that anymore.
Can you not? Oh, really?
Well, the thing is, right, at the when Smash Bros. 4 came out, if you sucked someone up and then jumped off the edge with them, they would lose a stock before you.
Yes.
But now you lose the stock first, so unless you're one stock ahead, you will be the one who loses the fight if you do that.
Okay, that's sensible at least, but...
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
You can still pull it off, but just in rarer circumstances.
But only if you are the better player and already deserve to win.
Exactly. If you are the true DDD.
Yeah.
It's just so amusing to watch, though. The way he walks when he has someone sucked in is great.
Yeah, it's great.
And then he fall down and he's just got his hands in the air like he just don't care.
I love King Dedede.
He's great.
He's my favorite Smash Bros. Character for sure.
He does have the best taunts as well.
Yes.
In fact, is it... what is the one where he just lies down? I don't think that's even a taunt, is it?
No, that's not a taunt, that's just his crouch. And I think he's the only character that has, like, a crouch move.
I love it so much.
Yeah. But hey, guess what?
What?
We've done all of the side missions.
All of them?
Or the challenge missions. Yep, we're 100% done.
Oh goodness. Oh, what does this mean? 100%. I'm so
we're 100%
excited.
Done with that. We still got a couple...
Okay,
we're done with the side mission business, but we still got some other stuff to do.
Oh, we got to buy all the fabric.
That's right. We haven't really, like, other than the first time I showed this shop off, we haven't really bought any fabrics at all. And that's because the fabrics that they sell in the shop aren't really all that interesting.
Yeah, that's true. They all look just normal, just kitchen flannel look. It's not the best.
And also there's a lot of them left, so we're gonna speed through this real quick.
How many options are there to modify your room? This is ridiculous.
Well, the thing is, with all these, like, really plain fabrics, there's a lot of different, like, color variations for the same fabric.
Jeez. There's like millions of combinations, if not billions and trillions. That's crazy.
And then after you get everything, he gives you an extra line.
There was a mad rush earlier.
It was us. Kirby was the mad rush.
Now no one can buy fabric. Thanks, Kirby. Oh, look at these. Oh man, we got all the food too.
Not as much furniture left, but still enough that I felt the need to speed it up.
Got the need for speed.
Yeah.
There's some really random ones here, though. Like a sewing machine? A table? Wow. Yeah, we completed stuff. It's great.
We completed stuff, but strangely enough, we didn't complete fabrics.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure that you're wondering, Jordan, why is that? And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to demonstrate it to you also by quickly stepping into this level over here.
Oh. Wait, we've been here before though, haven't we, Patch Castle?
We have been here before, but the thing is, do you remember when we got a pop-up telling us that one of our friends showed up to our house?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they occasionally do that after you beat a level. And after you complete all the challenge levels, they do it consistently every time you beat a level.
Oh.
And now that we've done that, now that we've beaten all the challenge levels, them showing up to our house actually does something extra.
Oh man, this is exciting. Oh, it's Buster. Buster!
There he is.
Jeez, I just realised how our room looks and it's ridiculous now.
Yeah.
Those Waddle Dees are quite garish now that I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
He likes it. He's a bro.
What a guy. But yeah, after you complete all of a specific flatmate's challenge missions, you get a wallpaper with their face on it. Yep.
Well, I like how Buster's is such a horrible green colour. It's so fitting. The murky swamp green of a horrible person.
That's what the inside of his soul looks like.
So that means, obviously, we're going to have to decorate the entire place with Busters. Because that is who we truly are now.
No.
I feel like that is what Kirby Epician's done to us.
Think about all the effort we put into making this apartment look good, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we spent hours working on that. And if we put Buster-themed wallpapers in the apartment, then all that effort would just be all for a bust. It would all be a bust. And that's no good.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, a Buster and Beatrix.
Yeah, I actually don't know what this is about. Sometimes just two of them show up.
What? Okay, now I am getting freaked out. There's too much Buster for me to... I'm worried that this game might have actually made us into Busters.
Oh, no.
And now, I feel like how we've changed to start killing the Waddle Dees instead of letting them live. I feel like something has happened to us. And it isn't good. I don't like it.
By the way, it really frustrates me that Prince Fluff is standing on the totem and ruining the illusion.
He is too. Is it? Oh, I can just imagine it as like one of those, those paintings you get in like, street art where it looks 3D. It's like a hole. I imagine it looks kind of like that. Oh, this entire room just looks like absolute rubbish if you look at it from any other angle than what we are now.
Yeah.
It's just all a mess otherwise. Mara fabric. Oh, that'd be nice because she's a cube, so it'd be.
And she's a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's true. Oh man, there's so many.
So it'd be like a really avant-garde wallpaper, just made of t-shirts taped together.
Oh, I'm not even gonna say anything this time. Why? It's not Beatrix, it's not Zeke, it's just Buster following along every time.
I don't know why. I honestly, I don't know why it's Buster every time.
I'm just not gonna say anything anymore. Let's just get the nice wallpapers.
Yeah,
and our life will be better that way. So that's the roll call for every one of them, is it? Is there any more? Oh.
Nope, that's all of them. And now we've completed Fabrics 2.
Yay, that was a nice little conclusion to our flatmate friends.
Uh-huh.
I'm happy with that. Now, what else is there to do around here?
Well, we gotta quickly check up on the Patch Plaza to take a look at all the stuff we've collected throughout the game, because there's a lot of it.
Oh, man. We got 100% all over. I like that. Wow. So does this have all the descriptions as well from the levels?
Yep. If you select any of these, you can look at a quick description for them.
Does even the boring items have descriptions?
I'm actually not sure. I don't think so.
Because I'd be shocked if they do, because it's a bit like Katamari, where they have descriptions for every single item, even like the little rocks.
Yeah,
and the flowers and everything. Oh, I love that part of Katamari. Actually, it's such a good game.
That is good.
I want to play it again though. Oh, so emotional.
Yeah, that's enough emotions for one day. So we got a sound test, and we can also check out all the cutscenes again.
Yay, all of them. No new ones for completing them all?
Nope. You don't get anything for 100%ing this game, which is kind of a shame. You don't even get to play as Prince Fluff in single player or anything. But you do get to ring all these bells now.
It's so slow though. We can't make like 150 BPM like power Europop song.
I guess not, but we could cut something together, I suppose. But yeah, you can't really put on a good live performance with that.
If we sped up the video footage, we could make something.
Yeah.
I won't ask too much of you.
Maybe with 2 players, you could make something good out of that if you coordinate it properly.
gonna make a tool-assisted run of this, and it's gonna be a ridiculously awesome song of greatness. Oh,
let's get rid of that dang totem pole because it's been bugging me for weeks. It looks so bad in this room.
What we're
Let's
gonna
replace
have?
it with a nice picnic basket.
Ooh, a lovely picnic basket. I like it.
And you know what else?
Mm.
These wild bees have been perched upon our wall for a long time, and I think it's finally time to let them rest.
Are you just making the room to your liking now?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
only the wallpaper. And you know what else? I think it's also time to let Kirby rest.
Good night, Kirby.
Good night, Kirby. Thanks for watching the LP, everyone, and see you on the next one.
See you later, guys.